I come from a very extensive history of anime MMOs. I literally built this channel on anime MMO. Some of my most anticipated upcoming MMOs are anime MMOs. I have played all of them. Legit, I have played every single anime MMO. Aura Kingdom, Soul Worker, Flife, Tree of Savior, Astral Tale, Rose Online, Ragnarok Online, Nos Tale, Rusty Hearts, Tales of Pirates. That was actually my very first game. All of the anime MMOs that were based on intellectual properties like Naruto Online, Bleach Online, all that crap. Florentia, Priston Tale, Seal Online, Scions of Fate, Wonderland Online. Like, dude, I have played them all. And unfortunately, over time, year after year, more MMOs shut down. Way more MMOs shut down than MMOs, new MMOs release. But there are studios out there that are developing games like Blue Protocol Star Residence, like Dungeon Fighter Overkill. And then there are studios out there that do the other thing, and that is take a MMO that is shut down and re-release it with the intention of milking the IP and fans and players for every cent they can. Founders packs, launch packs, tons of cash up items. And that is where we're at today. How many of you remember Asda Story? Because if you enjoyed it, if you had fun with it, if you ever wanted to play this game again, then boy, are you in for a surprise, because Soft, one of the worst developers and publishers to have ever existed in the MMO genre, has decided they are bringing this baby back. This game is releasing onto Steam. Enjoy adorable characters and diverse content. Dive into the best casual MMORPG for free. Asda Story. Start your adventure now. This game was so much fun, you know, 50 years ago when it was relevant and when people actually played it, when, you know, looking like a PS1 game was actually not a hindrance or a detriment to the game. Embark on a journey in a vibrant world full of magic and mystery. Whether you're battling fierce monsters, forming lasting friendships, or exploring the beautiful landscapes, Asda Story has something for everyone. Join us today and be a part of a community where every adventure is just the beginning of a new story. Like, dude, the nostalgia I get from looking at these gifts, like fishing and digging, what an innovative feature. Gather crafting materials and special items by fishing and digging. Complete fishing books by catching all the fish on a continent to receive rewards. Like, a long time ago, this would have been appealing to players for sure. And to this day, this game still looks okay. But come on, this is 2025. This is not passable. Like, is this appealing to the fans of the game? Because I'll be honest, the last thing they want is a trashy, predatory, pay-to-win version of the game to be released that milks them and then kind of destroys any fondness they had, any positive nostalgia they had for the game. I mean, they're like, just, I can't. Soft is the developer and publisher, right? So I just want to direct your attention over to their website here. These are their current games. They brought DK Online back from the dead years ago. They sponsored tons of people to play it. They asked me to play it. They asked me to stream it. They asked me to do a dedicated video on it. And they were paying me, you know, like almost 5 digits for this. I said yes because I didn't know the kind of game it was. So I got in game and I saw that there were like packs in there, pay to win packs that were $200. And those were fucking obnoxiously pay to win. So I actually had to turn down the sponsorship because I couldn't in good faith do that to our viewers. They have Gunzi the Duel, Ace Online, you know, an alternate version apparently. Asda Story, which is in development, Microvolts Recharge, Fishing Hero, Skid Rush, and then King's Raid, which is one of the worst gacha games you could find. The reason it's so bad is complete and utter mismanagement. The game itself, like, good story, great looking characters, but it's just so mismanaged. They just absolutely smashed that game into the ground. And I mean, like, let's be real. How much faith can you have in a studio that can't even successfully convince people to play a fucking gacha game? Like, come on. Yeah, like, gacha games we played by anyone. There is a market for every single gacha game out there. So that is who is developing Asda Story, or Asda Global it's going by now. Asda Story is what it's called over on Steam, but then you go to their website, it's called Asda Global. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother trying to understand why that is, but before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. I mean, here we go. Like, it is a version of the game back from the dead to pull on the nostalgia strings to try and convince you the game is worth playing. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you not to. What I'm actually going to say here is go ahead and try. Like, genuinely, if you're interested in playing a new anime MMO, then this might be fun. This was fun when it released. I've done videos on this in the past, back, you know, when it was still playable before Mustangsoft got it. And it's a fun game. It's a fun game by like 2003 or 2005 anime MMO standards. It's like Grand Fantasia, it's like Rose Online, it's like Eden Eternal. If any of those games, if you are missing you know, an old school anime MMO, this right here is going to be something that you can enjoy. All I will say though, and I mean this genuinely and wholeheartedly, while I do encourage everyone to play it if they're looking for something to play, what I do not encourage is for you to actually spend money in it, because then you're rewarding them financially for doing what they're doing, and that is taking dead IPs of popular, or what used to be at one point in their life popular MMOs, and then putting a new skin, a new face paint over it, and then charging you exorbitant amounts of money. That is not what we need the genre to turn into. We need new, fun, innovative MMOs. We don't need games that died and shut down for a reason to come back, and then, you know, die and shut down for the same reason all over again. But hey, it's a new MMO to play. It came back from the dead, so worst case scenario, you waste a little bit of time downloading it, trying it out, and then uninstalling it, and then wondering why you ever bothered to download it, install it, and play it to begin with. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.